Celebrating 10 years on the air, Bay Area Quiz Kids presents the best and brightest local high school teams competing in a tournament of knowledge. Brought to you by the San Mateo Credit Union, Kaiser Permanente, and Samtrans. And now, give it up for the best host on the West Coast, Brad Friedman.
Hi again, everybody. Welcome to Quiz Kids and the second game of our Elite Eight quarterfinals. Last week, San Mateo High School, our 2008 champions, made it into the Final Four. One of the teams on stage with us today will join them. Over here, we've got the Bellarmine Bells. And have they got what it takes to beat the Crystal Springs Griffins? Let's find out right away as we begin with the collaboration round. Welcome back, gentlemen, to the show. In this first round, you will play as a team. I have a series of 10-point questions in my hand. I will ask you one of those questions. I'll give you a few seconds to collaborate, and then let Garrett or Sam, your captains, give me the answer. Give me the right answer, you'll score 10 points. Give me the wrong answer, the other team will collaborate, possibly steal those points away. Okay? Good luck to both teams. Bellarmine, you get the first question. The September 1969 coup that removed King Idris I as the leader of Libya brought what military man to power there?
Gaddafi.
No. I'm sorry, say that again?
Gaddafi.
That's correct. Muammar Gaddafi. Speak up, I'm old. Here's your first question, Crystal Springs. Calculate the determinant of a 2 times 2 matrix, where the top row is 2 and 3, and the bottom row is 1 and 2.
-1.
No, I'm sorry.
Just one. One.
It is just 1. In biology, give the term for a gene where both alleles are the same on both sets of a chromosome.
Homozygous. Oh, yeah. Homozygous.
That's right, for 10 points. As a verb, it can mean to mark a surface with parallel lines. As a noun, it means the numerical result of a sporting match or the sheet music for an ensemble. What is this word that to Abraham Lincoln means 20?
Score.
Score is right, and you score! What western U.S. state has pink cliffs, vermilion cliffs, and white cliffs within or near its Grand Staircase Escalante National Monument?
Colorado.
Nope. You can steal.
Utah.
You stole it. There you go. What American novel's title character's decision to keep her son Jan with her at Auschwitz leads to the death of her daughter Eva?
A Holocaust story.
No. You can steal.
Does it have the word night in it?
There's a story called Night.
Night.
No, she had to choose between her son and her daughter, therefore the book is called Sophie's Choice. Its acronym was developed in the 1940s while under construction at the University of Pennsylvania. Name this machine that in 1946 proved that high-speed digital computing could be done with vacuum tube technology.
The ENIAC.
ENIAC.
That is right, ENIAC. He resigned in 1926, 2 months after a court-martial found him guilty of insubordination for publicly ridiculing America's aging military aircraft. Name this controversial pioneer of American military air power.
Charles Lindbergh.
No, I'm sorry. You can steal.
Johnson.
Billy Mitchell. Calculate the area under the curve, calculate the area under the curve y equals x between x equals 0 and x equals 8.
4. Wait, no. It's 32.
Yes.
32.
That is right for 10. Jazz critic John Hammond is credited with helping to popularize what 1930s style of jazz, whose name is found in both a Piet Mondrian painting and in a classic song about a bugle boy from Company B?
Blues.
Nope.
Dixieland.
Don't you guys listen to the Andrews Sisters? No, you don't. He was the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. That's the end of the round. Crystal Springs has 20, Bellarmine has 50 points. We are going to lament the modern taste in music after these messages. Don't go away. Welcome back. As the teams from both Bellarmine and Crystal Springs will tell you, the studio of Quiz Kids is a place where all the hep cats gather so that they can really get down and boogie woogie. If you want to join us, just call us at 650-637-1936 and we will slip you some tickets. Right, Garrett?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta be ashamed of yourselves. You could both form trios and sing it in harmony.
Next time, maybe.
Next time. Garrett, you are part of the school science club. And it isn't just a little tiny little science club where we sit there and talk science. I mean, you do some big things.
Yeah, we're getting ready for the Science Olympiad. It's coming up. And so in it, there's a lot of practical stuff, too. So we'll have a bunch of chemicals and a bunch of equipment, everything we need. And then we'll get a task like determine what this chemical is, and then we'll design and perform all sorts of experiments on it to try and come up with an answer.
When is the Olympiad?
It's next month.
Okay, well, good luck in that. James Hill III, you are getting ready slowly for the Harvard Model Congress. This comes from Cambridge. They bring a president and a vice president, and they form this Congress, and each of you takes on a role that's of importance to the American government.
Yes, we have each branch of the government. There's the Supreme Court, the legislative branch, other parts of the executive. I'll be playing the Attorney General. One of the other members from my school is the Secretary of Labor, and we have a senator, so we'll be trying to pass legislation, make some policy proposals. I just put one up on the treatment of detainees in the war on terror from the perspective of the Attorney General nominee Eric Holder.
I'm sure there will be a lot of issues for you all to discuss at this Congress, so have a good time. Nitin Egbert, you have nothing to tell me. It's so sad. We had such a hard time because they stole all your stuff. Yes. So, but you did just buy a new video game.
Yes.
And it led to us discussing the different video game platforms there are. Which platform do you have?
I have a Nintendo Wii.
Yes. So I said, well, can you support the Nintendo Wii as the best platform? And you said no. So my niece and my brother they just bought a Wii for the family. So give me an idea for a present, a good game that they can play. And they've already got Rock Band, so what could they play for their birthdays?
Well, the game I most recently got was called Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. It's kind of fun because you get to pretend to be a Jedi and you can swing an actual lightsaber with the controller.
Well, that'll be my niece. What can my brother do? No, I think I'll look into that one. Thank you very much, Nitin. Let's give a big hand to your coach, Chris Fleetus. Sam Julik, that T-shirt has now become this sort of badge of honor that you wear all the time, isn't it?
Lucky charm.
It's your lucky charm. It's got Joe Biden's signature right in the dead center, right in the heart of it. And one of the interesting side effects of all this political work that you've done, you California boy, is you have become fascinated with the politics of the state of Virginia.
Yeah, that's right. I lived and worked in Virginia this summer on the Warner for Senate campaign, congressional campaigns, on the Obama campaign out there. And I'm particularly excited that Virginia has a gubernatorial election coming up in November of 2009, which could be a repeat of the 2005 Attorney General election that was decided by 300-odd votes. So
what's exciting for me is to see such enthusiasm in a young person over events over which nobody in our audience cares.
All right.
But it's going to lead to something big for you. You want to do politics maybe when you grow up?
That's where I'm headed. Yeah.
It looks like it is. Good for you. Bryce Cronkite Ratcliffe. Crystal Springs Drama is about to present a musical that isn't done very often.
Right, it's called Rags.
It's called Rags, and tell us a little bit about that and what you'll be doing in that.
Oh, well, it's a play about early 20th century immigrants. It's sort of a little bit of a modern day Fiddler on the Roof. The book was written by the guy who wrote the book.
Joseph Stein,
That's right.
sure.
That's right, and it's Stephen Schwartz also with lyrics and Charles Strauss with music. And Greg and I are both in it. We are both immigrants, as well as some other various roles.
As we are all immigrants, right, Brian?
Right, exactly.
When is the show performing?
It's the Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in the second week of March.
Okay. Hopefully people are grabbing their calendars and writing it down.
Right.
So break a leg on that. Greg, in addition to being part of the play, you're also part of the school's mock trial team.
Yes, I am.
And we've talked about this with some other teams, so I know it's a big arson case this year. What are you going to be doing with this?
I'm arguing the pretrial motion. I'm on the defense side, arguing that a speech given before the burning was not incitement to arson, but was rather free speech. And
Wow. Yeah. This is interesting. All kinds of issues come up out of this. So you're hoping to convince the jury to decide that your defendant had a right to do what he did.
Well, actually, it's a judge trial, but yeah, I'm trying to convince them that it really was not incitement to arson. It was artistic and political.
Good. Well, good luck to you. And I will say good luck to any prosecutor that comes along, too, because I'm equal opportunity. Let's give a big hand to your coach, Wells Wadley. And I could only envy any mock trial that has this man for a judge, Mr. Frank Saboti. All right, don't go away. We'll be right back with the lightning round. Okay, put your hands together for the lightning round. Okay, each question is still worth 10 points, but this time each man has a chance to answer for his team by pushing that buzzer in front of him. First person to buzz in gets to answer. Give me the right answer, you'll score the points. If you give me an incorrect answer, however, the other team will be allowed to collaborate and possibly steal those points away. If you buzz in before I complete the question, that's all the information you get to hear before you give me your answer. If your answer is wrong, I will complete the question for the other team before they give me their answer. It is 50-20. Good luck to both teams. Here we go. As a teenager, he worked so closely with Giorgione that it is difficult to attribute paintings from that period to either man. Name this Italian Renaissance painter of Bacchanal and the Venus of Urbino. Yes, Bryce.
Titian.
Right. Before coming to Texas, Sam Houston fought at the 1814 Battle of Horseshoe Bend under the leadership of what future? Yes, Sam.
William Henry Harrison?
No. What future U.S. president?
Andrew Jackson. Andrew Jackson.
That's correct. What Joseph Conrad story tells of, yes, Bryce?
Heart of Darkness.
Yeah, did he write anything else, you ask yourself? Of course he did. Name the musician whose novel, A Salty Piece of Land, brings back his character Tully Mars, first seen in his book, Tales from Margaritaville. Yes, James.
Buffett.
That's right. Bird, Space Cowboys, Mystic River, Unforgiven. Yes, Bryce.
Jane Addams.
Nope. And Flags of Our Fathers were all films directed by what man who, as an actor, played a San Francisco cop named Dirty Harry?
Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood, right. Sometimes it is referred to as A squared or Tree Town. What Michigan city is home to the main? Yes, James.
Ann Arbor.
Yes, sir. What polynomial is the result of multiplying the binomials 4x minus 5 and x plus 2? Yes, Gregory.
4x squared minus 3x minus 10.
Nope. You can steal.
4x squared minus 17x plus 10.
No. 4x squared plus 3x minus 10. He always claimed he was born in the West Indies, which may have been part of the reason he never became president. Yes, Garrett.
Alexander Hamilton.
Yes, sir. In the novel Frankenstein, give the first name of Dr. Frankenstein's wife, killed by the monster on her wedding night. Yes, James.
Ilse?
No.
Charlotte?
It was Elizabeth. The first to hold this position was Benjamin Franklin under the Continental Congress. What position? Yes, Nitin.
Postmaster General.
Yes, sir, right. What layer of the sun, where the solar flares and sunspots are found, is also one of the sun's coolest regions? Yes, Bryce.
The surface?
No.
What's it called?
The lithosphere.
The photosphere. The Heather on the Hill, I'll Go Home with Bonnie Jean, and Almost Like Being in Love are all songs from what Broadway? Yes, Sam.
Scotland.
Nope. What Broadway musical about a small Scottish village?
Village.
Hamlet.
Brigadoon, Brigadoon. The Northumberland Strait separates Newfoundland from what Canadian province? Often abbreviated P. Yes, Sam.
Prince Edward Island.
Right. In Hellenic civilization, the object of this event was to hit a specific target rather than distance. Jan Zelezny, yes, James.
Javelin?
Yes. What concept was introduced by South Carolina in the late 1820s? Yes, Sam.
Nullification.
You got it. According to Mallory's version of the King Arthur legend, what vacant chair at the Round Table was reserved for the one who achieved the quest for the Holy Grail? Yes, Garrett.
Galahad.
No.
The Lazy Boy.
That's absolutely right. No, it's the Siege Perilous. That's the end of the round. Smart Alex 60, Bellarmine 120. We'll be right back with the final round of this match. Don't go away.
Kaiser Permanente. Thrive.
Let's go with the extreme lightning round. Can Crystal Springs catch up? Let's find out as the point values are doubled, but the play stays the same. Good luck, you guys. What chemical element, used both as a source of gamma rays and as a smoke detector, is named for the continent we live on? Yes, Nitin.
Americium?
That's right. He wrote screenplays for a James Bond movie and Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Who wrote The Gremlins, James and the Giant Peach? Yes, James.
Dahl.
That's right. Leslie Klinger, one of the greatest experts on his works, has now put together a one-volume edition containing all of his most famous short stories. Name this creator of more than 50 tales that featured Sherlock Holmes. Yes, Gregory.
Conan Doyle.
Right. De Bellico Gallico was an account of the Gaelic Wars between 58 and 51 BC, written by what proconsul, later emperor? Yes, Garrett.
Julius Caesar.
That's it. Paulistas is the name for the inhabitants of what Brazilian state that has a capital of the same name, which is Brazil's largest city? Yes, Bryce.
Brasilia.
No.
Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo.
Paulista, Sao Paulo, right. What musical instrument was played by the late big band leader Artie Shaw and the king of swing, Benny Goodman? Garrett.
Clarinet.
The clarinet. They played Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. They did. Albion, Attica, and Sing Sing are all prison facilities in what state? Yes, Gregory.
New York.
Right. After 8, give the next number that is both a perfect cube and a multiple of 4. Yes, Bryce.
16.
No.
64.
That's right. The love interest of Benedict in Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing. She shares, yes, Garrett.
Beatrice.
Right. Unlike in etching, where indentations are left within a flat surface, what is this method of sculpting meaning? Yes, Bryce.
Carving.
No. Meaning, what is this method of sculpting meaning low raised work which involves carving away the surface of a flat piece of stone with the resulting image being raised above the flat background?
Bas relief.
Bas relief. An old word for sherry, the destruction and or looting of a city, and in the UK, the equivalent of getting fired. Yes, Sam.
Sack.
Right. Who has a pair of wolves, Jerry and Fricky, a pair of ravens? Yes, Nitin.
Odin.
Thank you for finishing that before I had to say all those names. Founded in 1912 by Carl Laemmle, what movie studio's logo is a spinning planet? Yes, Bryce.
Universal.
Right. What term did Karl Marx coin for people who sell their labor to the bush? Yes, Garrett.
Proletariat.
Yes. The Burma Sin Railway is one of the main characters in what Pierre Boulle World War II novel that details a race? Yes, Sam.
Bridge on the River Kwai.
Right, we have 2 minutes to go. What future Hall of Fame quarterback left Green Bay to play with the New York? Yes, James.
5.
Yes. Name for the inventor of the telephone. What unit is often? Yes, Sam.
Bell.
Yes. What modern art museum on Washington, D.C.'s National Mall may be best known for its sculpture garden? Yes, James.
Smithsonian.
No. Best known for its sculpture garden.
Museum of Modern Art.
Hirshhorn Museum. Victoria Falls is located along what African? Yes, Sam.
Lake Victoria.
No. What African river that forms the border between Zambia and Zimbabwe?
Zambezi.
That's right. What is the value of 7 factorial divided by 5 factorial? Yes, Nitin.
42.
Right. What term in a financial context refers to collection of investments usually held as part of a strategy to reduce risk? Garrett?
Collateral.
No. You can steal. We have a minute to go.
Escrow.
No, we all have reduced portfolios. The House of Orange has almost continuously ruled. Yes, Sam.
The Netherlands.
Right. Its coast was explored in 1520 by Magellan before rounding Cape Horn. Name this large region of southern. Yes, Garrett.
Argentina.
No. This large region of southern Argentina and Chile famous for its sheep.
Tierra del Fuego.
Patagonia. A man on the ground who shined a laser into the eyes of an aircraft pilot in 2005 was arrested and charged under what federal law? Yes, Sam.
Patriot Act.
Yes. What term in economics describes a good for which demand does not change? Yes, Sam.
Supply.
No. Or changes very little when price changes, or in physics, a collision where kinetic energy is not conserved.
Inelastic.
Right. Written by a couple of Dominican inquisitors, the Malleus Maleficarum was a text notorious for its use in the hunt of what supposed Yes, Garrett.
Witches.
Right. That's the end of the game. 220 to 420. Bellarmine moves to our final 4. Congratulations to both teams. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Good job, gentlemen. Good team.
The following underwriters helped to make this program possible: San Mateo Credit Union, Kaiser Permanente, Samtrans. Tournament champions will win an all-expense-paid trip to Europe, courtesy of ACIS. Additional support provided by the Burlingame Scottish Rite of Freemasonry, the Knights Templar, and National Academic Quiz Tournaments.